Hey guys, my name is Exclusively Esther. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my first video. I can't believe I'm actually starting and I can't believe that this is what I chose as my first YouTube video, but I guess it is what it is. So let's get into the video. But before I start, please hit the subscribe button, like literally. Hit the subscribe button. Just help your girl, help me out. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the video. Just help me do whatever you could to help my channel. So yeah, let's get into the video. Well, today's video it's going to be about Android, iPhone, you know, that comparison and all that, but I am not trying to compare both of them or trying to make it look like one is better than the other. They are both incredible phones, but what I'm going to talk about in the video are just those basic minor features. Before I made this video, I was trying to know if I could see something like this on YouTube, but it feels like most of the video I'm saying when it comes to switching from an Android to an iPhone has to do with a lot more technical things with the phone, but not all of us are that tech oriented. So I was just trying to find a video that is going to tell me about the basic features that you would miss if you switch from your Android to your iPhone. Unfortunately, I didn't see so many of them, so I just felt like let me make a video about that. So this video is going to be about those Android features that you are going to miss if you switch to an iPhone, especially as a lifelong Android user. Emphasis: if you have used Android all of your life and you want to switch to an iPhone, it can be a little difficult the first few months, because trust me, I experienced that. Like, I experienced it firsthand, so I know what I'm talking about. I've been using Android all my life until I recently switched to an iPhone. So the navigation in an iPhone is kind of like different from an Android. Android has easier navigation. iPhone is a little bit complicated. So if you're switching from an Android to an iPhone, you need to watch this video because you are going to miss some of these features. So let's get into the video. The first feature you're going to miss has to be your back button. Most Android phones has a back button, like literally. Okay, I'm talking about the ones I've used. Most of them has a back button. There is always an arrow down there showing you the back button. So if you're doing anything with your phone, you are in an app, you are anywhere in your phone, you can literally click that arrow down and it's going to take you to the previous page. But unfortunately, an iPhone doesn't have a back button. You literally have to keep swiping. Like, if you want to go back on an iPhone, you have to go to the top of the phone. You literally have to keep swiping. Like, you have to swipe to be able to go to your previous pages, and that can be really exhausting if you're someone that is used to having an arrow just right down there for you to click and go back. So doing all that swiping can be a little bit tedious, and it can be very hard to get used to, especially if you switch to an iPhone for the first time. It's going to be hard for you to get used to that. So get ready for that if you're planning to switch from your Android to your iPhone. Another feature I'm going to talk about, basic features, because that's what I'm talking about, basic features. So this second basic feature has to do with clearing apps running in the background. You know, when you're using your phone, you literally open a lot of apps. You literally do so many things at the same time. So when you're done with all of that, you can decide to clear all those apps in the background just to save memory or something like that. In an iPhone, it's different from an Android. You know, in an Android, when you try to clear the apps running in your background, you literally click somewhere and all of the apps come out, and then there is always one single dot there that if you click, every app that is running on the background will go away. But in an iPhone, we don't have that little dot. If you swipe up and then all of the apps running in the background come out, you have to keep swiping them one by one after the other for them to go. So it doesn't matter if you have 50 apps running in your background, you have to swipe 50 times for these apps to go out. Like, I don't know why iPhone did that. Why did they not just have a single click for you to do this and have all of the apps go away? Why? Like, why? It's really exhausting. You don't have to do this. I mean, we have the smartphone. It's supposed to make things easier. So having to do all those swipes for as many apps you have on the background as possible, having to do all those things one by one, it can be exhausting. It can be really exhausting. So if you have used an Android all of your life and you've been opportuned you've been opportune to make use of that single click to take away all of your apps in the background, you do not have that in an iPhone. If you're planning to switch, that is not in your iPhone. So you have to get used to swiping all of the apps one after the other before they all leave the background. Yes, it can be exhausting. It can be really exhausting and really hard to get used to. So the third basic feature I'm going to talk about is seeing your battery percentage. When I was using my Android, or all the years I used my Android, most of the Android phones I use, it always shows the battery percentage at the top of your screen. Like, you can be doing things on your phone, and if you look up, you actually get to see how much battery you have left on your phone without having to swipe down. In an iPhone, you have to swipe down to see your battery percentage. So you can be using your phone, you look up, you literally just see it draining, but the amount of percentage you have in your battery, you are not going to see it. So I don't know why it's like that. I feel like it's easier when you just get to look up and see it, because down for you to swipe. It might not be a lot of things for a lot of people, but when you are using your phone, you just want things to be easier. And those are the things that make it easier. So if you have an Android and you want to switch to an iPhone, get ready for that, because it might be easy for you. It might be easy for you, but one thing I know for sure is that it's kind of like going to get hard for you to get used to that, especially if you've used Android all of your life. So the next feature I'm going to talk about has to be USB access. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult with an iPhone. I'm mostly talking to people that use Windows laptop, and again, transferring files is actually two things I'm going to talk about at the same time. When you use your USB to connect to your laptop, you don't get to see all the files in your phone. You literally don't see all of them. You just see a few of them, maybe some that you have moved to a certain section. That is the ones you are going to see. I'm talking to people that have Windows laptop, because I feel like it might be a little easier if you have a MacBook. I don't have a MacBook, so I'm speaking from experience. So if you have a Windows laptop, this is particularly for you. When you connect your USB to your phone, you don't get to see every file in your phone, in your laptop. You don't get to see that. Literally, you get to see some of the files, especially the ones you have moved to a particular section that is going to appear on your laptop. Those are the ones you are going to see. This is very different from an Android. An Android, USB access is like 100%. So you basically get to see all of your files. Immediately you plug in your USB cord to your Android phone, you see all the files. There's always like an option. You see the SD card, the phone storage, so you can always click the ones you want to see the file you're looking for. But it's very difficult in an iPhone. You just don't see all of your files. You literally don't see all of your files. It's harder with a Windows laptop. Even trying to transfer files from your iPhone to your laptop, or from your laptop to an iPhone, is not something you can do so easily unless you download a particular software. Like, personally, I use iTunes. That's the only way for me to transfer files from my iPhone to my laptop. If not, I literally can't do that. So it's way difficult for people that are using Windows laptop, but very easy with an Android. So that is the difference here. It's way easy to transfer files or have USB access with your Android phone than it is with your iPhone. So the next feature, or the next basic feature I'm going to talk about, has to do with home screen customization. I'm using one of the recent iPhones, so customizing my home screen is kind of like easier now than it is with the previous iPhones. Like, literally, the previous iPhones, for the iPhone 6, 7, 8, all those iPhones, you literally do not customize your phone. Your home screen is just the way Apple wants it to be. If you don't like it, then maybe you don't have to use it. So customizing is a problem with iPhone. They don't give you all those opportunity, or rather all those access for you to customize your phone the way you want. But I'm happy with the new iPhone customization now. The recent iPhones, you can literally customize your phone the way you want, so it kind of like makes it easier. But not everybody's going to use one of the latest iPhones. So if you are using one of the old iPhones, or you're trying to switch from your Android to one of the old versions of iPhone, you might have difficulty in customizing your phone. Yeah, so get used to that, get ready for that. So the last basic feature I'm going to talk about has to do with the text buttons. The text button in an Android, it's kind of like different from an iPhone. I'm going to explain. When you're using an Android to text, you literally get to see almost all of the things you want in the first page of your text buttons. Like, you get to see the alphabet, you get to see the numbers. If you want to text like 100 in numbers, what you literally have to do is, let's take for instance numerical number 1. It's in the alphabet A. So in an Android, it's always stick together. Like in the A, you get to see the numerical number 1. So if you want to click that one, what you have to do is to long press the A, then the 1 comes out. That's the number 1 comes out. Or they might not really be at the same place, but it might just be on top of the alphabet. Those numbers might just be on top of the alphabet, so you get to do that. But in an iPhone, the numbers are always like at the next page of your text buttons. So if you want to click, or if you want to press 100 in numbers, what you have to do is like swipe to the next page, or click to where it's going to take you to the next page of the text buttons. Then you get to see your numbers. As a fast texter, it was hard for me to get used to that, because if it was an Android, it was easier. You literally just have to click one there. One is always at that first page of your text button, so you don't have to go to the next page to get the numbers. It's hard to get used to because I text really fast, so I don't always have the time to continue swiping or going to previous next pages to get everything I want. I literally want everything to be in the first page, so it will make it easier for me. So that is the thing with an Android and an iPhone. The text buttons are a little bit different. So guys, these are like the features, the most basic features that you never expected you would miss in a phone, that you're definitely going to miss if you switch from an Android to an iPhone. So guys, I've come to the end of today's video. Please, if you got to this last part, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to do that. This is literally my first YouTube video. Hit the subscribe button, help me grow my channel. I'm really going to appreciate that. Thank you so much, and see you around. Yeah.